Welcome to a live edition of the 5 on 5, joined today by Steve Marks, the Executive Director of the Oregon Liquor Control Commission. Good to see you. Thanks for being here today.
Thanks for inviting me.
My pleasure. So your office is in Portland. What brings you to town?
Well, we're coming to town. We started Operation Good Harvest. We're actually taking a look at our harvesting that's going out by our licensees. Our inspectors are out doing saturation patrols with what we have out in the field to be able to see that these operations are taking place, you know, and the strictures of our rules and happening properly. So it's been really good. This is the first outdoor grow season when we've really been able to apply our enforcement techniques to make it work. So I'm excited about it and excited that we're meeting our commitment to both the industry and to Oregonians for our responsibilities.
Yeah, how much has your staff, your team, grown since marijuana became legal, and you guys obviously added that to your liquor responsibilities?
Well, I won't go through a lot of statistics, but I've been in state government for 30 years, and our agency is growing faster rate than any agency that I've ever seen over that time. So we're dealing with expansion. We need more facilities. We need more people. We're starting to catch up to that a bit. We're not over the top of the edge, but we're getting there.
Yeah, and with this kind of season being harvest time, does that mean your people are out there much more in the field? I know I've learned sometime in the last couple of months you guys often are paired with OSP deputy, troopers, if that's the right word, pairing. But obviously, you guys are actively out visiting sites.
So we do our administrative inspections ourselves, but if there's coordination on suspected criminal activity, certainly law enforcement's involved, and they usually take the lead on all of those cases. So we have a backseat when there's criminal activity, either related to our grow or a medical grow or an illegal grow itself.
Okay.
So yeah, we are out in the field. We've done, this is a statewide effort. We're focused entirely on the outdoor season right now. And we're using all of the resources across the state. Some visiting down here in this area to help us out to do these inspections, right? We've done about 25 to date today. There's a mix of success and failure, but I'm glad to say that the bulk of them, about 80%, are getting through fine. Another 10% probably have some issues that need to be corrected, maybe violations, maybe warnings. And then we got another percent where it looks like they might be in some proceedings to talk about whether we should allow them to be licensees or not in the future.
All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break.
Sure.
We'll have much more in just a moment. Stay with us. Welcome back to our 5 on 5. We're going to hear with Steve Marks, the Executive Director of the OLCC. We're talking, of course, about marijuana, recreational as well as medical. But I'm curious, you were talking about the outdoor marijuana being your focus right now. How much of that across the state comes from this region?
Well, a lot of marijuana traditionally has come from this region, and it certainly comes from the region within the license system. About half of all our producers are down here. So it's a lot. It's a lot of responsibility, and it's a lot of inspections and oversight that we have to keep up with, or try to keep up with.
Okay, and we recently reported that Jackson, Josephine County, we're getting some grant money from the state, adding some deputies, adding some staff to really, especially this time of year, it's a very busy time for you, as you talked about. Sure. Is that a drop in the bucket? How do we get a handle on there's so much legal and illegal marijuana going on around here?
Well, not a drop in the bucket, because it's a 300% increase with the staff. We got 3 more people maybe working out of this area, more up north in Josephine. So that's going to be helpful. We need to get the criminal investigations in place as follow-up for our licensees. We get, people view us, the OLCC, as all enforcement, and we're not criminal enforcement. We only do administrative enforcement. So we work closely in partnership with law enforcement. I've been down here 2 or 3 times just to meet with law enforcement to make sure we're coordinated. Included U.S. Department of Justice has been down here with us before. So, we're all taking our responsibilities and oversight very seriously.
And you guys, I believe, are moving into, or have just recently moved into, a new location at the Medford Center.
We had the opportunity to look at it today, and we are not moving into it yet. It's under construction, but it's pretty, it'll accommodate our growth for the future even more than we have today. We've got a huge evidence locker in there, and we're excited about that, and we're excited to be a bigger part and presence of the region. We think it's important for our industry partners that are in this business, that want to be legal, that have worked so hard to make that happen, that we make sure there's a even playing field out there.
Okay, great to see you. Thanks so much for being here. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. Stay with us. We'll be right back.